What's up? What's up? It's your boy Ace Metaphor, and we live here. I'm just gonna make sure that we don't do nothing and mess up the audio, but we live here, man. A couple seconds. I want to talk to y'all about something important. So I need everybody to come in here. I need you guys to put on your listening ears, okay? Put on your listening ears because it's about to be pretty serious. Um, Stop negotiating your standards with men who has no intentions of meeting them. One more time. Stop negotiating your standards, over explaining why you feel like you deserve things from men that don't have intentions to meet them. You're going to negotiate your standards and settle them for a man that don't plan on keeping you in the first place. A man that plans on keeping you don't want you to negotiate your standards. He's willing to raise to the occasion to be able to earn you. A man that wants you to negotiate your morals, your ethics, your standards, what you know you deserve from your queenship, that's a man that doesn't want to keep you in the first place. He is going to discard you once you discard your morals and your standards and what you deserve to creep down to his level so he can use you. And when he uses you, he's going to lose you. Stop thinking that you can negotiate your standards and drop them and settle, and that's going to get you the man you want. That man do not want you. If a man wants you truly, he won't require you to lower your standards. He would rather raise to the occasion than for you to lower down your guard so he can hurt you. Let me tell you something. Some of these men just want it easy as possible to use you. And some of you guys be so willing to do so. Let me tell you something. When a man is intentional, when a man actually wants you, this man does not want you to lower your standards. Matter of fact, he's glad you got him. You know why? Because he's glad you got that protection, because that protection kept you out of the hands of the wrong type of person. The only reason this man will want you to know, the only reason this man will want you to negotiate your standards is if he is also that wrong type of person. The right person for you will meet your standards and won't require for you to lower them. You won't feel like you're settling for a man that is right for you. Stop thinking that you can shortcut the process of finding your Mr. Right. Period. And let me tell you something. I want to explain this to the people that are watching. I want to explain this very, very matter of factly. If a man wants it easy, red flag. Just like a woman will make time for a man she wants, a man will rise to the occasion for the woman he wants. You feel me? A man will grow into being what a woman deserves if he truly wants you. A man will be. Listen, a man don't need no convincing if he actually wants you. A man don't need these extra pep talks if he actually knows your worth and he knows how to scout a woman that is a capable wife in his eyes. A man do not need you to lower and baby him through how to love you properly if he actually wants you. The reason you are feeling like you are pulling teeth with this man is because this nigga don't want you like that. He don't want you. If you feel like you gotta teach him every step of the way, you gotta change him every step of the way. You gotta keep babying him every step of the man, every step of the way. That's a man that don't fuck with you for real. You have to understand when a man really wants you, when a man is ready to receive you, when a man is intentional when he's dating you, he don't need you to baby step him as to how he needs to act as an individual in order to earn you. You don't have to tell him that he needs to be consistent with his communication. He realizes that, and he knows that he's going to lose the best thing that has ever happened to him. The thing is, that man that you entertain don't see you as the best thing that ever happened to him. He sees you as the most convenient thing. Yeah, it's convenient. And the reason he likes you is because you're convenient as fuck. You do not require that this man be present. You do not require that this man be consistent. You accept excuses over actions every day of the week. You give chance after chance after chance. You don't require this man to raise to the occasion. No, sweetie, you'll get on your hands and feet just to lower to his level. And you wondering why this man is in your life. Because this shit ain't been, this shit is so easy that he might as well add you to his motherfucking collection. His collection of women, his collection of hearts that he has broke along the way. What I'm trying to tell you is listen to me and listen to me closely. When a man really wants you, you ain't got to baby that man into knowing what he got to do inside of a relationship. When a man is really, really ready, you ain't got to tiptoe. You ain't got to tiptoe around asking him questions about what y'all relationship actually is and defining that motherfucker. When a man actually is prepared to have a family, it's evident. It's evident in the way this man moves, how intentional he is, how he shows up even when it's difficult, how he's covering your blind side when you need. Let me tell you something. But too many of y'all, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Too many of y'all is entertaining some of these wrong type of men, and you wondering why you in this situation. Period. Now listen, before I go too far, I know one thing I haven't been doing. I haven't been taking enough questions, and I know, I'm doing this new little format. So today, what I wanted to do is I wasn't gonna talk for 40 minutes. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to ask me questions. All right. I know we got people on Instagram, we got people on Facebook, we got people on YouTube. So drop y'all questions below and we're gonna tackle some questions. All right. But to put a bow on this, a man, the right man for you is ready before. The right man for you is ready before. Before he meets you, before he asks you to be his girlfriend, before y'all go on a date, before he puts a ring on your finger, he is ready before. One more time. The right man is ready before, not after. The right man don't need to get ready once he met you. He is ready once he met you. This man is ready before the first date, ready before the first time y'all had sex, ready before the first time he asked you to be his girlfriend, his wife. He is ready. And sometimes the telltale sign of this man not being right for you is when he's not ready. Oh, I just need time to get my shit together. When you hear that from a man, sometimes you got to see that as the red flag it is. Some of y'all see that as an invitation to heal, fix, and grow and build a man. You know what? He said he wasn't ready. I'll make him ready. And that's the that's the first step into unreadying your heart. That's the first step to having your heart to be ready to be broken. You ready to waste your time simply because you're trying to make a man ready. If that man ain't coming to be ready, if he ain't ready to communicate, if he ain't ready to commit, if he ain't ready to be intentional, if he ain't ready to reciprocate, guess what he's ready to do? Waste your time, break your heart, string you along. Y'all gotta read in between the lines. When a man says he's not ready for a relationship, it is mean he is ready to waste your time, especially if you are ready for a relationship. When a man says he ain't ready to adequately communicate because he got some mommy and daddy issues he need to heal, you know what that means? He is ready to cause you confusion. He is ready to cause you frustration. My point is, if you are ready for a long-term relationship, stop fucking with people that ain't ready for long-term relationships. And let's get to these questions. Let's get to these questions. Do me a favor, drop a question below. Drop a question below. Matter of fact, I'm gonna create another one. All right, drop a question below. I'm gonna give y'all a good 20 minutes. I'm gonna pin them. Drop your question below, okay? First come, first serve type shit. Drop your question below. Instagram, I see y'all on there deep. Instagram, I know y'all gonna come out with the first question. So Instagram, drop a question below. Let's do this thing. All right. Somebody said, I got no questions. You said enough. um, when do men realize they messed up after the fact, then want to come back. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Some of y'all problems is that you're not breaking up with that toxic man for you. You're not. You're not trying to close the door in a relationship so you can progress to your future, your happiness, and the life that you know you deserve. You are breaking up with that man for him. You are breaking up with that man because you hope that he sees your value and he changes and he grows and he crawls back to you, seeing that you were actually right and that he's gonna make it right. And listen, you're not breaking up for the right reasons. If you are breaking up, watching him and seeing what his progress is to see if he improves so y'all can get back together, you are not breaking up. You're trying to manipulate this man into changing. And all you're doing is playing more games, the same games you are accusing him of doing. Sometimes when you break up, you got to break the fuck up. And I ain't talking about taking these little 2-week breaks and shit and getting back in the same cycle. That's why it's called the cycle of abuse. And some of y'all be ringing around the rosy in this motherfucker. When you break up, sometimes you got to leave. Break the fuck up, man, mentally, emotionally, physically, and you got to break up that communication. I don't need to see what you've been improving on. I don't need you to come back and apologize so I can get closure. I don't need you to close doors in my life. I've been opening and closing doors all my life. Why the fuck you think I need you now in order to close this door? Listen, if you keep thinking that that man that was the source of your pain, your confusion, your discomfort, and your heart sickness is going to be the man that heals it afterwards and gives you closure, ain't that how y'all get stuck back into those relationships? Because you are refusing to close the door on shit you know right for you no more. You keep that door open every time you go to his Instagram and his social media. You keep that door open every time you check in on him. You keep the door open. You're not breaking up. Break up means we break the fuck up, man. We breaking up our communication. We breaking up seeing each other. We breaking up trying to be fucking cordial and shit. I ain't got to do that. I'm focused on my healing. So when y'all be like, well, why does he want to come back? Because you keep talking to that man. You keep responding to his text messages. You keep snooping on his social medias. And A, you wondering why you can't heal and move on. You wondering why this man is still in your bed. Because you allowed him still to be in your head. He's sending you text messages and shit, and you keep reading them over and over and over again. And he telling you, I should have been better in this relationship. I should have. And then it softens your heart. And now you thinking about giving this man a chance again. What I'm saying is, when you break up, break the fuck up, man. Break up. Stop playing break up. Stop trying to be nicely broken up. Oh, let's stop trying to prove to people that y'all adults and y'all can still be friends. Break up, man. Break the fuck up, man. That way, it won't matter if he tries to get back with you. But some of y'all breaking up only to hope that he tries to get back with you. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. Keep it a buck. Some of y'all are breaking up simply to hope that this man hit you back up and say how much he's changed and how different he is and all that bullshit. Keep it a buck. All right. Next question. Next question. I'm gonna get one from Instagram. Instagram. When I break up, I break the fuck up. All right, let me see if I got a question on Instagram. Instagram, if you got a question, drop it below. You got a question, drop it below. All right. You know how I know the conversation is good? When y'all ain't asking questions. Yeah. When y'all ain't asking questions, that's how I know the conversation is good. Don't worry. If y'all don't want to ask questions, don't worry. Don't worry. I'll just keep talking. I'm used to just keeping talking. Um, all right. Why do men suck at communication when you voiced it in person in the messages? First of all, men don't suck at communication. The men you are choosing to entertain romantically happen to display the same pattern because maybe your type Maybe your vetting process, maybe the things you know you deserve, you are compromising in the beginning, and it keeps you in that same cycle of finding different men with the same patterns. My point is, if you want a man that can communicate effectively, you need to make sure this man communicates effectively. But how often are we overlooking these yellow flags and these red flags simply because we find somebody that we like? You like this man. You never once asked, does this man like you back? And that's some of y'all problems. You are liking men that don't truly like you back. He don't fuck with you like that for real. And you are putting up with the fact that he don't because you like him. You want to be his girlfriend. You want to be his wife. You can't stop thinking about him. So you're gonna ignore all the things that prove to you that he don't feel the same way. This man barely pick up your phone calls. This man barely fuck with you outside of the he barely fucks with you outside of the convenience you provide. This man makes you settle your standards while he ain't got to raise to the occasion at all. This man don't fuck with you like that. He nitpicks at everything you do. And the reason you are staying around is because you like him. But that man don't like you. How many of y'all been in relationships with a man that you love, but it's clear that man don't love you? He don't love you because he hurts you. He hurts you over and over. He doesn't listen to you. He doesn't consider you. He doesn't grow. He doesn't change. He doesn't become better. All you get is fucking excuses. This man don't fucking like you like that. But you endure because you like him. When you gonna learn that liking a man is not enough if that man don't like you back? Wanting a man to commit to you, be faithful to you is not enough if that man don't want to commit and be faithful to you back. That's your fucking problem. You think that all you need is liking this man, and that's gonna make everything work. That's how your self-confidence get fucked up. That's how you be losing yourself in these relationships, consistently searching for validation from a man that'll never give it to you. That man puts a carrot in front of your fucking face, and you keep chasing that man's validation. You keep chasing his commitment. You keep chasing the fact that you think one day he's gonna love you enough to change for you. And he keeps that carrot so close that you think eventually you're gonna reach it, but it's always outside of your reach, right? You never get closer to commitment with this man. All you get is these empty ass promises. Oh yeah, eventually we gone, and maybe in the future and shit. He gives you a little tease of crumbs that you keep eating. You never get full or satisfied in this relationship because you like him, but you never once asked yourself, does he like me? How many men have you lost yourself in because you thought loving him was enough? You never once considered that maybe that man gotta love you to fuck back. Well, never once to ask yourself, uh, uh, does he love me back? Love be fucking us up. Like, whenever somebody asks you why you stayed in that toxic relationship or why you staying in that toxic relationship with somebody that is clearly telling you that they don't appreciate you the way you appreciate him, the first thing, uh, one more time. The first thing you say when somebody asks you why you are staying in that fucked up relationship is, well, because I love him. Notice that's what you always say. You never say because he loves me. That is never the reason you are staying. Notice the absence of what is not said is more important than what is said. You tell people that you are in this fucked up relationship that's leeching your self-confidence, that's destroying your core, that's making you question yourself. You are losing yourself. The reason you tell people, the reason I'm staying is because I love him though. But I love him. What the fuck did that has to do with anything if that man don't love you? You never say because he loves me. You know why you don't say that? Because his actions prove that he don't love you. It proves it. Every day you see his indifference towards you. You see his disdain. You see his neglect. And you know that that ain't love. And the reason you say you stand is because I love him. Love will fuck you up when you giving it to somebody that ain't giving it back to you. It'll make you feel like you a prisoner inside that relationship, that you are tethered to the dysfunction because you love him. You've been taught all your life that love can heal and conquer all things. And at some point, somebody convinced you that you are God and that your love can heal that man. No, it can't. No, it can't. You better ask him to pray to Jesus, Allah, whoever you pray. Hey, listen, you ain't her. You ain't her. Keep thinking that your love is all that's needed to make this relationship turn around. If it was, why the fuck is it where it is now? If your love, solely your love was enough, why the fuck is your relationship in the trenches? Why are you drugged through the mud by a man that clearly don't understand what it means to reciprocate, to give back, to be faithful, to be committed, to show you that love is more than just actions? More than just words, that it's actions. If love was enough, why the fuck you still in this situation? If your love for a man was enough, why do you cry at night? Why are you losing yourself? Why are you the one stuck with children? I'm getting sick of y'all using "but I love him" as a reason to stay in these fucked up situations. Fuck love, man. Fuck that shit. Fuck how you feel about that man. Forget that. Forget that bullshit, man. I feel like the dumbest thing you can do in 2024 is love a man that clearly don't love you back. The easiest way to lose yourself, queen, is to give to a man that clearly isn't giving to you back. Fastest way to waste your time is to give all of it to this man freely without him earning. Keep thinking you got to prove to this man how much of a wife you are. And keep thinking that's going to motivate him to finally act like a husband to you, to finally want to wife you up, to take you out the market. Keep thinking you can keep giving yourself to this man without the requirements that this man also give himself to you. Keep thinking that's gonna work. You're gonna keep being frustrated. You're gonna keep being led on. You're gonna keep being bitter. You're gonna keep feeling lonely. You're gonna keep feeling abused and used. You're gonna keep feeling like ain't no good men out here because you keep thinking that somehow giving a nigga everything you got for fucking free is how you convince him to finally pay for it. And I hate to say cliche sayings, but I'm gonna say it. Why the fuck would I buy the cow if I'm getting the milk for free? Hmm? Hmm? Huh? You know? Hey, listen. Okay, I got a comment I want to address. A lot of these men are imposters. No, a lot of these men are who they say they are. A lot of these men are what they actions say they are. I'm going to stop y'all right now. I'm going to stop y'all right now, man. I'm going to stop y'all right now. At some point, you got to take some personal accountability for you not using your discernment and vetting people properly. Some of you guys are so eager to get in a relationship that you skip all the red flags that you see. Matter of fact, you don't even see them because you ain't even fucking looking for them. And then you got the nerve to say, he lied. He's a fucking master manipulator. He's Reggie from down the street. Ain't nothing sophisticated about this man. It seems all the people in your life could tell you he wasn't about shit, except for you, because you loved him. It's almost when your emotions get, listen, when your emotions get involved, just keep it a buck. It clouds your judgment. Y'all always want to say men are imposters. No, your emotions are. Because your emotions are what is gaslighting you into believing this man has potential. I mean, I didn't believe he can be better and shit, even though there's no evidence from his past that proves that he can be better, that makes it seem like it's likely that he will be better. But no, your feelings, you talk about being gaslit, talk to your motherfucking emotions. Your heart is what's gaslighting you. Nothing about this man says husband material. One more time. Nothing about this man says husband material. Nothing about this man says commitment, faithfulness, hard work, and ambition. But oh, I tell you, when your little heart get involved, that heart allows a lot to your ass. Girl, you could change it. Girl, the reason he done cheated in every one of his relationships is because he ain't had you. And you be believe in your heart. You be like, for real? You think shit, you think we can change this nigga? Yes, we can change this nigga. You sure? I am sure. Go ahead, give it a try. Talk about these men are imposters. These men are imposters. Some of y'all are imposters to yourself. You can, in good faith, tell me at some point you knew the truth. It might have not been month one. It could have been month 2 or 3. Shit, sometimes it can be month 6. But at some point, you knew the truth. And what you let happen, you let your motherfucking emotions convince you that you didn't see what you saw. You keep talking about gaslighters making you question your motherfucking reality. No, your heart is making you question your reality. That's why the Bible says your heart is treacherous. Who can know it? And some of y'all be listening to your heart instead of your mind, instead of what you fucking see. You know this man ain't right for you. You have known this man hasn't been right for you for the last year and some change, but yet you gonna blame him on being he's an imposter. No, you an imposter. You. You don't want to know what you listen. This motherfucker just being the same person he's always been his whole motherfucking life. He a piece of shit. I get it. But he for real. If anything, he being his real self. You just a motherfucker that don't want to believe it. And you calling him an imposter because he's not meeting the potential. You know you need to go find another man. That man is not him for you. And you need to believe that. Every time you choose not to believe that, you get hurt. Again, this man is a piece of shit. He's been that. But guess what? Him being a piece of shit still got you sucking his dick. And that's been another episode of the Ace Metaphor podcast. I will catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna let y'all sit on that. I'm gonna let that sizzle in your spirit. I will catch you all tomorrow. I love you guys. Peace out. Bye.